Human development. Let us see a brief idea about challenges that India faces with respect to human development. When we compare India with top 5 nations as listed in HDR, we come to know that India is far behind the world and India needs to work very hard to grow on the chart of HDR. India needs to improve upon all its parameters, namely health, education and income and your national income. Difficult to develop humans so as to improve overall HDI. Unlike material resources, it is extremely difficult to develop humans so as to improve overall HDI. Government needs to put a lot of effort to motivate humans to take up education, take care of their health and so on. In order to improve its HDI, India especially need to focus on 3 aspects: health, sex ratio and women empowerment. Health. India makes constant effort to control and monitor its population growth, common diseases, malnutrition, handicapped, contagious diseases like AIDS, mental disorders and matter related to it. India has made considerable improvement in the child health and child death rate by running child vaccination program on a continuous basis. To see that the children remain healthy, India provides vaccines such as OPV for polio, BCG for tuberculosis and other vaccine for DPT, diphtheria, pertussis and tetanus, measles, MMR and hepatitis B, typhoid. India has also started campaign against deficiency of iodine, vitamin and iron. Diseases like plague, smallpox and leprosy no more exist in India. India has been quite successful in controlling diseases like measles, chickenpox, malaria, dengue, hepatitis, leprosy, tuberculosis, diabetes, cancer, health disease, etc. Due to all these and many more efforts, today we are able to live a long and a healthy life. India's mortality rate has declined and birth rate is getting controlled. Moreover, life expectancy rate has increased. Sex ratio. Gender-based discrimination, also described as discrimination against women, is a major challenge to human development in India. Discrimination against women is found in many social customs and traditions like child marriages, female infanticides, uneven marriage, ill treatment of women in the form of torture after the death of a husband, dowry, the practice of sati and polygamy prevailed in India. The parda and the burqa, that is veil system, were blatant disrespect towards women. A male child was always a preference to the Indian families. Discrimination was made between male child and a female child in their upbringing. Until the end of the 19th century, women were denied education. Even after independence, the percentage of women literacy is less. The dowry system has flourished and taken inhuman form of physical and mental torture and ultimately bride, burning and or suicide committed by women. According to 2011 census, the male-female ratio of population is uneven. Male is 51.54 as against 48.46 female population. In some states, the ratio of female population is 800, whereas male population is 1000 or more. The most startling are the findings of the Human Development Report of 2015. You can see it in the chart. Women empowerment. The creation of an environment for women where they can make decisions of their own for their personal benefit as well as for the society is called women empowerment. Scenario of women empowerment in India. India has taken several steps for empowering women. Indian women have served as the Prime Minister, President and as Chief Minister of different states. Today, Indian women are engaged in jobs like driving a mare driver to flying a high-tech aeroplane. Women are active in the field of social service, literature, journalism, sports, education, theatre and drama, movies, TV serials and news channel. The employment of women is expanding from working as a laborer to working in top position in the business and commerce, communication and many other areas. Although women have developed quite well, the development is mainly concentrated in urban areas. The rural areas still lag quite behind in empowering women. Women Welfare Scheme. Let us see in chronological order. Since 1980, India has implemented many plans and programs for women. India has set up National Commission for Women in 1992. Department of Women and Child Development launched National Policy for Women Empowerment 2001 as an aim to develop and empower women. People working under the National Commission and the Women Empowerment Policy have undertaken several programs for women empowerment. Some of these programs include strength building, employment, income generation, welfare and supportive service, and gender sanitation. The Government of India declared the year 2001 as Women Empowerment Year. The government has made an amendment in an act so that women can get equality right in a family property. The two important events declared by the United Nations to empower women are the year 1975 as Women's Year. Since that day, every year 8th March is celebrated as International Women's Year. The UN has declared the period of 1976 to 1985 as United Nations Decade for Women. What is Abhayam Yojana? Abhayam Yojana is a women helpline started by the government of Gujarat. It is known as 181 Abhayam Women Helpline. The aim of this helpline is to help women to save themselves from various forms of violence or similar problems. Any woman can access 181 Abhayam helpline for the purpose of counseling, guidance, information and also for the rescue in various threatening situations including domestic violence. The schemes that have been started by Gujarat to give equality to women are educational empowerment, women health and women safety. The aim behind such an approach is to uplift women belonging to poor and common families and women of the rural areas. In 2001, Gujarat government had set up. The government has implemented following schemes. Kanya Khelavani Rath Yatra. To encourage people from admitting girls into the school, the government arranged a festival called Kanya Khelavani Rath Yatra, that is Rath Yatra or Chariot Festival for girls. Under this program, the girls are given encouragement to take admission in the schools and a school entrance ceremony is held. This step has increased the admission of girls in schools by 100%, which has proved to be a good step to increase women literacy. Vidya Lakshmi Bond. Government has started the scheme, and in this scheme, a bond of fixed amount to every girl that take admission in the school is being given. This bond is given only to those girls belonging to villages where the literacy rate is either below 35% or where the families live below poverty line but are residing in urban areas. Saraswati Sadhana Yojana. Under this Yojana, the government distributes 1,50,000 bicycles free of cost to the girls. This is for the reason that they do not have the problem of going to school if the school is far. Girls going out of the village to study are given facility to travel free in ST bus. A Yojana called Sabla Yojana has been started to provide nutritious food to adolescent girls and to develop their skill. Government has made provision of 33% reservation for women in Gujarat. In local self-government institution, women reservation percentage has been increased from 33% to 50%. Rashtriya Swalamb Yojana is implemented to provide pension to the proletarians and destitute old people in the later half of their life. Other than that, destitute widows are given economic help so that they are not forced to lead poor life. Under Mission Mangalam Yojana, government provides economic help to the women through Sakhi Mandal to make them self-reliant. E-Mamta. E-Mamta has been started in which pregnant women are registered through mobile technology and are issued Mamta card. Mamta card is developed as a tool for families to learn, understand and to follow positive practice for achieving good health of pregnant women, young mothers and children. The person gets help in controlling death at the time of maternity. Under this program, government take care about the regular health checkup of a pregnant woman and does the vaccination of the children. The program, namely Save Girl, that is Beti Bachao Abhiyan and Beti Badhao, Beti Badhao and Beti Padhao have made important contribution in women empowerment as well as removing gender discrimination. Under Chiranjeevi Yojana, scheduled caste and scheduled tribe pregnant women are provided medicine, laboratory test, operation facility, etc. free of cost. Various schemes have been started for women welfare by Women and Child Development Department of Gujarat. Many government schemes for the welfare of women have been implemented since 1980. These include establishment of National Commission for Women in the year 1992, setting up a separate Department of Women and Child Welfare in 1985, 33% of reservation of seat for women in the local self-government, enactment of national policy on empowerment of women in 2001, capacity of building, employment, income generation, welfare and supportive service, gender equality and sanitation for women, celebration of the year 2002 as Women Empowerment Year, enacting law to provide equal shares in the family property to women, establishment of family courts and women welfare centers, enacting Domestic Violence Act in 2005 to protect women from physical violence and mental torture, making law related to prevention of dowry, raising minimum marriageable age for women to 18 years. Explain women welfare scheme of the Government of India in a chronological order. For this answer can be applied.